Okay, episode 1. So they were talking about a pneumococcal bacteria. So what happened in that episode is that the bacteria got trapped in the mucous membrane. That's why it's an innate immune defense. So the cells involved were neutrophil, the white blood cell, and what they did was pathogenesis, which was devour the bacteria. In episode 3, it's adaptive. The cells involved is the B cell when it released antibodies. The other cells include other cells that we need to mention were the naive T cells, the killer T cells. In episode 10, it's also adaptive, and we see the monocytes are actually so what they do is pathogenesis. They act the same as neutrophil because they're in the same family. They're still white blood cells. I watched the whole anime, not just the 3 episodes, because the anime is really good. Okay. Oh my god. That's red blood cell, this is white blood cell. This is neutrophil. The platelets, oh, they're so cute. We got red blood cell carrying oxygen. The rest of her squad. That's fat cell or mast cell. Sneeze. White blood cell, neutrophils, chasing bacteria. Those are the killer T cells. Naive cells, that's macrophage. The regular cells, chillin'. Cells infected with virus. That's platelet, she's so cute. Memory cell. The viruses. Or bacteria, I don't know. Helper cell. Helper T cell. Regulatory T cell. That's another white blood cell, non-pigtails. That's an NK cell, not B cell. Releases antibodies, platelets. Now there you go. Those are the characters. And my favorite ship. A question from the thing was, how does B cell or B lymphocyte differentiate from the killer T cells? Well, for one, B cells create antibodies, and killer T cells specifically target like cells that are damaged or have viruses and cancer cells. Why did the immune response take so long? First, let's look at the first responders, which were the neutrophils, which are then followed by the macrophages. Macrophages have a lot of jobs in the body, but one thing to take note is that they relay information. They take note of what the virus is. For example, it's influenza type A, and then they relay the information to the dendritic cells, which are messengers from the innate and adaptive immune system. So the message from macrophage to dendritic cells then goes to the helper T cells, which commands the killer T cells onto the site. And with the killer T cells, there's a T cell called the memory T cell, which remembers the previous infection of the virus, so it's a faster response the second time around or the third time or whatever. And with them is also the naive T cells, which are T cells that haven't encountered an antigen yet, which becomes an effector T cell once they do encounter an antigen, which is given to them by the dendritic T cells. This makes them respond to the virus more effectively. And the next cell is the killer B cell, which provides antibodies during the whole immunoresponse. And when they're infected by a new virus, for example, influenza type C, or a virus they haven't encountered yet, the whole thing goes back. The whole thing reverses. And they have to do it from the start. Again, macrophage identifies the virus. It goes to the dendritic cell, it goes to the helper T cell, and so on and so forth.